Doggo, thanks for the sub, pal. Appreciate it very much. 5 months already? Oh my god. Like it wasn't that long ago you kind of stumbled your way into this community. Thank you very much. I'm sorry that I couldn't read it out. I mean, I was busy blasting the music. But I appreciate it a lot. Damn, it's been 5 months. Jeez. Well, I hope you guys are excited for some Sim Series action. Give me just a couple of seconds. I'm getting all my screen stuff set up here. Make sure the race is coming up nice and pretty for you all, and then we can get going. Thanks, Evan, for being here on the YouTube side and on the Twitch side. Friendly reminder, this isn't going to be here next season. We're going to move this over to a new YouTube channel. But I'll put like an announcement about that later on. All right, second last race. I believe the grid is set. Oh, you know what? I didn't set the race distance. I probably should have done that. That would be clever, wouldn't it? Orioles, oh my god, thank you.
Orioles1932_TTV subscribed on Twitch. Make sure you put the whole field in DTSS today. Also, just got a one-up Doggo real quick. Driv it one love, driv it one love, driv it one love, driv it one love, driv it one love.
That's a lot of love, pal. Thank you so much. I will make sure that I check all the boxes for the Sim series. It'll happen. Any more news on Newman? Yes, he's awake. All right. Making sure I'm all set here, ready to go. We're not gonna have pit stops this race. It's kind of sad. But everything else is gonna be fun. Friendly reminder, if you're subscribed on Twitch, or if you're a $5 patron or higher, you can get live timing and scoring. It's really cool. It's super useful. You can follow along as we go. All right. Give me just a second. I know it's been a while. All right. Let's get this show started once I find my files. I promise you, I am a professional streamer. I know exactly what I'm doing all the time. And it's about as simple as that.
Hello there.
It's Tuesday afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. We are back with the Sim Series Amateur League from Montreal, the final road course race in the Sim Series Amateur League season. And oh baby, the point standings are going to come down to the wire. Just one more race next week at Autodrome Chaudière, and this season will be complete and a champion will be crowned. Thank you so much for joining me. I am DriveThru, and with me in the booth, once again, I have Rusty Broussard. And we're going to have some fun here, some road course racing, 19 laps, full field of cars, might get a little bit chaotic, might get a little bit spread out. I don't know. I honestly don't know. A whole lot of storylines going into this one. Anthony Lopez leading the points, but that gap getting less and less with each race. Nick Sant closing in. He is now about 50 points shy of Anthony Lopez's lead, so if the 40 has a really good run this race, he might be able to take that spot. But the 2, the 80, the 97, the 14, there are a lot of other cars with a whole bunch of points and who all still mathematically have a chance at the championship. That being said, this is the Amateur League. We go straight to the action. We just sim through the qualifying, and we're going to have to keep an eye on where the 75 and the 40 start, because that is your championship fight. So, looking at qualifying, Caleb Stroup starting on pole, Mitchell Carter on the outside of him, then it's Zachary Fitzwater and the Chisholm family slow motion rounding out the top 5. Crucially though, Nick Sant starting 28th. Not a great qualifying from him, and Anthony Lopez, the points leader, starting in 7th. So Nick Sant is going to have a big mountain to climb over the next 19 laps if he wants a shot to fight for the championship next week and the Chaudière Showdown. All right, Let's cut straight to the action. Rusty, what do you think? NASCAR, Montreal, makes a pretty good combo, right?
I believe so. I think it's going to be absolutely insane seeing how they're going to handle the turns and the straightaways here at Montreal.
Yeah, there's a couple of tricky corners. There's a couple chicanes. There's some hairpins. There's a lot of back and forth. And with these guys, you know, starting 2 wide, I wouldn't be surprised if someone sticks it in 3 wide. This could get real interesting real fast. So let's skip on over to the command.
Bobby Allison.
It's Bobby Allison again.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Give your seatbelts a little tug there for me there, buddy. Get a little drink of Gatorade. Be safe. Have some fun, all right?
All right, I think it's been a couple weeks since we've had the full field in one race. No heats necessary. The entire field is going to start this one. And it's going to be real interesting. We have an all-orange front row with the 14 of Caleb Stroup and the 88 of Mitchell Carter. Tell you what, Stroup has a decent shot. I know he's down 6th in the points, but he's only 100 back on Anthony Lopez. Remember, the winner can get almost 200 points in each of these races. So it's definitely possible that 14 could make a late season charge for the championship. Hey, all to play for still. Don't expect any pit stops unless these cars get absolutely destroyed, which you might be able to expect. So the Dodge Challenger pace car will pull into the pits, and the field will file through the chicane and onto the front stretch. And look at this beautiful sight. All these cars here in Montreal. This is going to be fun. Green flag in the air, and the SSAL is racing at the final road course of season 1, and already the 33 of Roger Gregory taking it 3 wide back in the second row. Caleb Stroup off to a great start in the 14, but the 88 and the 59 are side by side for second. Now with these guys going side by side, it's going to be pretty tough to get a good exit off the corner, especially for those guys in the bottom. The 88's going to have to fight hard if he wants to hold on to second place, as pretty much the entire field is going 2 wide here. Oh, bit of contact with the 59. Fitzy's sideways out of the corner, but it looks like they got it all straightened out. My goodness. Turn 5 and then 6 and 7, but Fitzy's in bad shape because here comes the 33 of Gregory trying to go around the outside through turn 6. Then he's going to have the inside through turn 7.
That could have gotten real ugly real fast going through that corner.
Boy, Fitzy was sideways. Oh, we've got 3 wide here with Anthony Lopez, Tropical Cyclone, and Ethan Head. And I think the 75 got past both of them. Oh, the 26 and the 8 tapping a little bit in the hard braking zone for the turn 8-9 chicane. And it looks like Ethan Head got a bad exit. He's going to lose that spot. Side-by-side action at the front here with Slow Motion and Ringo. Ringo going to drive it deep into the corner, but he's going to have a better exit. And it looks like the 44 might be able to pull ahead of the 55 down the Casino Straight. Back up to the front of the field. Caleb Stroup been leading since the first lap from the pole. Mitchell Carter in second place still, then Fitzy behind them. And the 33 of Roger Gregory has gotten past the 57 on the first lap. Then it's Ringo behind them. Slow Motion, Anthony Lopez, Tropical Cyclone, Ethan Head, and then it's Orioles. And that's just 1 lap. Oh boy. It's been fantastic racing so far.
How many laps are we running here again?
19 of them. So we still got a ways to go.
Oh boy. Make sure you're comfortable, folks. You're gonna want to have a snack or some beverage or something close to you, because this could get real interesting real quick.
Looks like after the first lap, people are starting to calm down a little bit. We got more single file racing, but at the back of the pack, they're still all over the place. Oh, TS got really loose into the chicane. That puts Winty into the wall. Boy, they're fighting hard at the back there, aren't they? That was down in, you know, position 30 plus. And TS getting loose in turn 3 and Winty going on the wall in turn 4. He can barely read the 3 on the right side of that car. So he's going to drop down into 34th place. That turn 3-4 chicane's looking pretty dangerous. I've already seen a couple of cars get together through there. A little bit further up the order here is John Felber has a good run on the 77 of Drayden Zen. This is for 21st place. But again, I don't know if the inside's where you want to be in this hairpin at the end of the straight. Usually get a worse exit, but John Felber actually made it work. You just have to make sure you're clear of the car you're trying to pass by the time you get through the center of that turn.
I guess you could say that move by John Felber was just quacking crazy.
Wow. You could say that. I wouldn't say that. Getting punny in the booth again. Up the order. Nick Sant still down. He fell down to 30th. Thanks for the fuel, Nort. Appreciate it. And let's go.
There's our buddy Jacob Hicks in the 0.
Oh yeah, Jake's pretty far down there as well. Pantallica got past NASCAR Fan for 14th. Looks like Kiani picked up a spot, and Felder actually picked up a couple of spots in the previous lap. But oh boy, NASCAR Fan 09's trying to fight back on the 78 here. It's a decent battle here for 14th. Not gonna dive down to the inside, but he is pretty darn close to the 78. So let's take a look at the guys we have to worry about here in points. Sitting in third is that N2003 guy in points, but in the race, he's down in 14th. Fourth in points is DualShock, but he's not doing so hot in the race. He's down in 23rd. Dysick is 5th in points, but in the race, he's down in 17th. So if Caleb Stroup continues to lead here, I mean, I know he's 6th in points, but if he picks up a lot, he leads a lot of laps, he gets those bonus points, he could have a shot at the championship next week. The only problem for him is Anthony Lopez is still doing all right. He's down in 8th place. And of the top 5 in points, he's the only one sitting top 10 in the race. Oh, you can see how sideways they get out of that chicane. Some drivers choosing to run different lines through there as well. Really interesting. Some guys going a little bit wider. Some drivers taking a bit more curb than others. See someone kicked up a little bit of dust. And I think that's the 9 of NASCAR Fan 9 because here comes the 7 of Baker on the inside into turn 1. That 9's been struggling. He got passed by the 78. It looks like he tapped the wall at some point, but he will hold off Baker for now. As Dysick and Nitro starting to get wadded up behind him. But they're all sorted out, still single file through most of the pack. Caleb Stroup pulling away. He's leading by 1.5 seconds over Mitchell Carter in the 88. But then Fitzy, Gregory, Chisholm family, Ringo, they're all pretty close together. And actually Tropical Cyclone might be bringing the fight to points leader Anthony Lopez. Oh, NJC took a little bit of grass on the exit of the chicane. And here comes the 2 of that N2003 guy going to pick up that spot. Looking on the inside through the hairpin here for 12th place. Hard on the brakes, but NJC actually has a really good entry. On the outside, he might be able to hold off the 2. So a great job by NJC to hold on to that place after making a mistake in turn number 8. We saw him kick up a bunch of dust and lose a bunch of time. But good defense on the outside of the hairpin. Hold on. Oh, slow motion got way up on the curb. Hopefully didn't lose too much time. It looks like he's going to be all right. It's amazing just seeing how sideways these cars are as they get to the wall of champions. Ringo's still all over the rear end of the 57. 5th place onwards has a bit of a train going on. We're once again proving how difficult it can be to pass on some of these road courses here in the Amateur League. Up the front, Caleb Stroup still pulling away from Mitchell Carter. 1.7 seconds is the gap now. So that 14 is definitely looking like the car to beat. And barring any cautions, I think he might have it put together. You guys won't have to stop for fuel or tires. But you never know what can happen, especially deep in the pack and especially in turns 3 and 4. And this seems to be another trouble spot here. Whoa, DualShock goes up on the curb just as I was talking about how hard that part of the track is. Turn 8 and turn 9. So he's going to have a bad exit here. And into the hairpin. Let's see if the 48 of NASCAR Fan 48 can send it up the inside, but I don't think he's close enough. DualShock should be able to get a good exit on the outside, and he does. So he's going to hold on to that spot, much like NJC did. Just went a little bit wide through turn 8 and 9, but if you mess up one of those exits, you're down on speed for the whole straightaway. Up at the front, Anthony Lopez. This whole train of cars is still so close together. The 57, the 44, the 55, and the points leader, 75 and 26. And look at this train behind them. Everyone's close, but not close enough to pass. And I'm sure all Anthony Lopez is trying to do is get a decent finish here.
The field in half and half of them can go the regular direction, half of them can go backwards.
Austin, hello.
Austin Ripp 22
Thank you,
tier.
pal.
X100. Blick block high wear socks.
Hope you enjoy your socks.
Death do 0629 subscribed on Twitch. Let me back in the positivity channel, damn it.
No, but thanks for the sub. I don't know why is my box not showing up? Did my box not show up for that one? I apologize. I think it's trying to re-download all my GIFs. But thanks for the resub. Thanks for the 5 months with Prime. Once again, you can use your Prime absolutely anywhere on Twitch. You decided to use it here, and I think that's pretty damn cool. Well, top 4 really pulling away from the 57, who just seems to be not that quick, but he's fast on the straights, so no one can really get close enough to pass. And as they come out of the final turn onto the front straightaway, once again, Ringo's close, but not close enough. Box hasn't shown up at all. That's not good. See if I can force the box to show up here. Hello? Alright, there's the box.
Field in half and half of them can go the regular direction, half of them can go backwards.
That's
Austin
a repeat
Ripp
alert.
22 tier.
But thanks anyways, Austin.
X100. Blick block high wear socks.
We got the box working. I don't know why it wasn't, but I think we're good now.
Big dick energy.
Where's the box? Oh my god, Kingster donated another $2. Can we get the box to show up? Hello, Streamlabs? There it is. Alright, cool.
Big dick energy.
Thanks, Kingster. Welcome on in. Once again, there's a box where you can type without sending money, but I appreciate it anyways. Thanks for the energy. Thanks for the $2. Oh, Ringo got a bad exit. Once again, it's turn 8. See if slow motion can complete the move. This looks like the one best place to pass. If someone makes a mistake out of turn 8, you can send it up the inside in the hairpin. But he's pretty far back. I don't think he's going to be able to get an exit, and we've seen this story twice already. And he's going to be able to hold on. Alright, I got to turn channel points off. Let me do that real quick. As we're approaching lap number 8 of 19, second through fourth is really close together. The 88 of Mitchell Carter, Fitzy in the 59, and Gregory in the 33. We can seem to have these little trains of cars forming up. And I don't know if the 88 made a mistake or if he's just generally slow.
Big dick energy.
Oh my god, Kingster, what? Huh? $50, good lord. What? Why? I appreciate the energy. Thank you so much. But also, why? You can't even see my face. Like, you can't even see my reaction to this. Good God. And he still puts absolutely no message. I love it. He's just an enigma. Kingster just drops money and doesn't say anything. I love it. I respect it.
Right now, it just looks like it's a runaway for the 14 car. Hope I didn't just jinx him.
Commentator's curse, maybe? Let's find out. Something happened to Anthony Lopez in the 75. He got passed by Tropical Cyclone. Finally. The 26 has been all over the back of the 75 for a number of laps, but I think he made a mistake. Let's go take a look at exactly where this happened. And I think it might have been the hairpin. That seems like the only place to pass right now. No, it was before the hairpin. This is coming into turn 6. Tropical just sends it.
Bold move by Tropical Cyclone right there.
And Lopez goes wide in the first corner, has a bad exit of the second corner. That was a great pass, honestly. Good stuff from Tropical Cyclone. Wow. But this whole train is still really close together. Whoa, Ethan Head getting a little bit hungry here. He was having a little peek on Anthony Lopez, but he's going to stay behind him for now. Anthony Lopez also looking to the inside of the 26. Boy, the 57 has just a big old train of cars behind him, and it's creating some interesting battles. As it looks like Anthony Lopez is close behind Tropical again. Right on his bumper.
I was he going to try and spamming train emojis right now?
Well, one little mistake and you could get past, because Lopez has the 8 and the 88 all over the rear end after he made a bad move through turns 8 and 9. Oh, but Orioles is going to go to the inside of Ethan Head. Orioles to the bottom in the hairpin. He's going to be able to make the pass. NJC has a peek as well, but he won't be able to get through. And he could be under attack from the 2 of that 2003 guy who looks like he might have a better exit out of the hairpin. So a whole gaggle of cars here all battling away. Meanwhile, at the front, Caleb Stroup is in the lead by over 2 seconds. So all these drivers being compressed together originally by the 57, but now that they've battled so much, it looks like they've spread out a little bit, especially around Anthony Lopez, as Ringo still can't get past. He's going to go a little bit wide through turn 2. Meanwhile, second through fourth looks like they're spreading out a little bit more. Caleb Stroup still way ahead. Can barely see the top 2 in the same shot. Two and a half seconds is the lead now. Boy, he's pulling away half a second a lap. Points leader Anthony Lopez still sitting pretty comfortably in 9th. But Orioles is on a decent run. He passed Ethan Head in the previous lap. I'm sure he's pretty hungry. But everyone's strung out so much. I don't know if we're going to have an opportunity for a caution to bring this field back together. Even at the back, they're no longer fighting hard, but it looks like the 16 has a little bit of damage on the front right. The front end is just shoved in a little bit. So I wonder if that was contact with the car or with the wall, but DualShock just lost a spot here. Alan Johnston has passed 2 cars in this lap. Oh, a little bit of contact on the straightaways. The 77 of Drayden Zen was trying to cover off the 2. And they're going to be side by side through the chicane. Oh, the 03 just barely tapping the wall. And it's getting real feisty back in the back. So in that lap, I think Alan Johnston has passed 2 cars. And he's about to pass a 3rd here. The 77 of Drayden Zen. He is on the move. And there is tons of action in this pack of cars back here. Everyone's closing up. These guys are going 2 wide through turns 3 and 4. It looks like NASCAR fan. Oh, David Alvarez, no! That's Jimmy Powell in the wall. Nick Sand is involved as well. Championship
is also in.
Implications for Nick Sand. Stuck at the back of the pack, all he needed to do was finish well enough that he could fight for the championship next week. And that 40 has a ton of damage. Caution flag is out.
As Benny Parsons has said before, man, oh man.
That car is not. Oh, we got another wreck. DualShock and Disick. What? 4th and 5th in points are around as well. These guys are losing out on the championship.
And you thought there wouldn't be that much of a chance for a caution, BT.
I spoke too soon. But wait, there's more. Oh, the 68 of Jimmy Powell is definitely going to be out. That car is destroyed. And this
the
whole
commentator curse strikes again.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said it. I shouldn't have said anything. Oh, jeez.
Wow.
So let's go take a look at what happened here.
So, chat, take all of your hate and rage to Mr. Drive Through up here in the booth.
That might have been Nick's fault.
THRUE. And that looks like it was on Sant there. He just
Sant goes to the inside of Powell and just gets into him. It just puts him in the wall. Yeah. And TS has nowhere to go. He piles in. Gets tapped by Cigar in the 12 as well.
This is genuinely...
almost got a piece of that. I think he did, actually. Just on the right rear.
I mean, Sant just kind of sends it in. I mean, Powell went a little bit wide in turn 3, but there's no reason to get into his corner like that. And that puts them both in the wall. TS piles in, and then pulls out and just taps Huang, and then pulls out in front of Cigar, and just a log jam in turn 4.
But wait, there's more.
What on earth is this?
4 wide. What? Did we forget what track we're at here, guys?
This was in front of the mess. Orioles had a problem. Did he? What? Or at the same time.
Orioles got dumped by Ethan Head. There it is.
In the same turn, just up the road, Ethan Head puts Orioles in the wall. He makes contact with Dysik. And, oh my God, Baker in the 7 Nitros to get on the brakes.
Meanwhile, we're still green at this point. And then they're crashing again behind us.
Kingster just switched to Twitch.
What the?
To give me 1,000 bits. Jesus
awesome.
Christ. Oh my God.
That's awesome. You'll love to see it.
MVP, as always. Thank you, Kingster.
Love to see it.
The multi-platform flexing. You love to see it. He made the switch.
Doesn't say anything else. Only the bits.
Oh, Felber got put in the wall. This is chaos. So Orioles, who'd been spun, is off speed. These guys are just trying to get to the line, and Felber gets into him.
Felber just runs over him. And we're under caution at this point, guys.
Well, they're racing it back.
We're under caution.
They know this is their best opportunity to make up places, but Dysik has damage.
Orioles going 4 wide.
And this is when DualShock gets into him.
And that Ender 2003 guy almost got involved in that. It was right in front of him.
Wow.
Jeez, and Sant almost killed another guy there.
So,
and it's Dysik and Jimmy that are out. Everybody else is still on track for now.
My goodness. So Dysik is going to be out. I mean, he was 5th in points with maybe a shot.
Yeah,
he's definitely out of the championship. Hi, Kingster.
X100. Twitch.
So that's like 3 or 4 or 5 different accidents that happened within like a couple moments of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then about 5 turns.
Wow.
This shows how crazy the Sim series gets.
Exactly. And this race has been turned on its head. So everyone's probably gonna stay out of the pits. No one needs fuel or tires. I expect the damaged cars at the back to come in, but that should be it. So Caleb Stroup is sitting. Is Lopez coming in?
It looks like it.
Anthony Lopez is pitting.
What?
Huh?
Did he get damage somehow?
Why would he pit? He's in the points lead. Let's go back and take a look. It doesn't look like he has any damage.
Maybe that's why he's pitting, because he knows he's got it. Pulling the Brad Keselowski from 2012. Just screw it.
What happens at the end of the lap here?
Is he gonna...
I think he wanted to pit, but the pits were closed.
Your mom and I are proud of you.
Maybe.
Out, DT.
Thanks, Dad. He's off pace coming to the line. Something might be wrong with that car.
Maybe he thinks he has a tire going down or something.
Well, he went in and out of the pits. Yeah, he took 4 tires. I mean, you're gonna want track position here. This is a tough place to pass.
Yeah, I'm
boy.
confused now.
So,
And there's your modified.
yep, Baker and Sant.
Yep.
He doesn't have a front or a rear on it. TS still has a bunch of damage. Front and rear.
And then would tend to go
Cigar's got some
split the
damage. Oh
field
my
in half
god.
and half of them
More
go the regular
bits?
direction,
Jack,
go
oh my
backwards.
lord.
Jack Hayes 0 tiered. X100. I'm interrupting the Kings to Bit train.
Thanks, pal. Appreciate it. The 2's got a bunch of damage as well. So does the 3. 16's got the front end
Oh, so
popped up
the
still.
2 did get damaged then.
Oh my goodness. When you go deep in the pack, it's now a matter of who didn't get damage.
That 0 car doesn't have any damage somehow yet. I don't know how, but he doesn't.
That's probably the most surprising bit.
Yeah.
So Caleb
I mean,
Strope
he was...
in the lead. Anthony Lopez is down in
Kingster.
29th.
Oh, holy...
What?
What?
Well, we're going to be hearing a lot of Kurt Busch in a minute. Jesus!
David Dawn got a sub. There it is.
10 gifted subs? You're insane. Stop! Stop!
No, keep going. Keep going.
Everyone's got a
Keep
damn
doing
sub.
it. I could
Actually,
easily
I
get
don't
this up.
still.
Good. Well, a bunch of people got a damn sub. Thank you so much, Kingster.
I think a lot of people's subs ran out this past week because I don't know if you noticed, but the Twitch subscriber count in the Discord is starting to go down a little bit.
Yeah,
It's getting to
mine
that time of the month. All right, for lap 14 of 19, they're going to have 6 to go. Caleb Strope will lead the field over the curbs because that makes sense.
Yep.
And it is time to all stage once more.
I'm just going to keep letting the Kurt Busch play in the corner. That's totally fine. Thank you so much, Kingster. Green flag in the air, and Fitzy going to the inside for second. He's going to get back in line behind Mitchell Carter, but it looks like Caleb Strope able to hold off the attack from the 88, who goes a little bit wide in turn 1. And now the 59 is going to go wide in turn 2. Tropical Cyclone looking to pick up a spot here in the 44 of Ringo.
57 is right on the bumper of the 33 going into that corner.
A little bit worried here about 3 and 4. We know how difficult this part of the track can be, and with this many cars, let's just take a look. Oh, NJC's in the wall a little bit. Looks like the 48 is in there as well.
Yep.
Nick Sant in the wall again.
Jesus.
My goodness.
Ed Soundhead
Good
subscribe
God.
on Twitch.
Edward.
It
Someone
almost
say
looked like
sub
he was going to
Trevor
make
to one
contact with the 7, I believe is who that was.
Hi, Ed. Thanks for the sub. Jack sub 2? Oh my god. What?
Another one bites dust.
It's been like 2 minutes of non-stop alerts. Jesus hell.
Kurt Busch is getting his money's worth today.
Yeah.
We still got another race to go.
Hi, Ed. Thanks, Ed. Thanks for 5 months, Ed. Oh my god. That's a lot of months.
Oh my god.
Also, Jack, thanks for subscribing till March. Appreciate that as well. Just adding on to it. My god.
What will happen at the Roval?
Oh, the Roval's gonna be a fun one. So
Oh,
the Roval's gonna be really fun. What? Did these guys just go 3 wide through the hairpin?
3 wide.
I think NASCAR fan
And they
48 got
made
stuck
it.
on the inside.
That's a very gutsy move to go 3 wide into the hairpin like that.
My
Drayton's
guess is
end
that him catching the wall probably hurt his car a little bit.
Drayton's peeking to the inside of Thick Daddy, but it looks like he's gonna get back in line for the chicane. Maybe try and get a better run into turn 1. These cars go all over the place on the exit curb. But then everyone's lined back up because they want this draft.
Okay, chat, now's the perfect time to spam the train emojis again.
Well, the 57's finally going backwards.
This is a win for us.
What?
Oh my
Kingster.
god.
King's
Kingster.
Hot Wheel Cheer. X300.
Oh my god, stop! I don't need more biddies. But I appreciate those biddies. And I tell you what, all of it goes straight back into the production of this show and this channel and everything that I do here, so thank you so much.
So does that mean you're getting another, like, 10-foot long monitor? Or whatever the hell you have?
10-foot long monitor. I'll just make a whole wall of screens.
It'll look like a security setup.
Just a big array. Thank you so much, Kingster. Like how the bot reads it King Stackhole. That's how you spelt it. Also, yes, Aaron, there's a Roval race at 5:30, so in just under 1 hour, the Sim Series chase-offs are going to be at the Charlotte Roval, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be fantastic.
This race is almost over.
Yeah. No, this thing's passing by pretty quickly. They're coming to 4 to go here with Caleb Strope leading. No one needs to pit, so it should be just a straight shot to the end. He's had to fight for it, but that 14 has been quick all day, and with the 75 Anthony Lopez 26th right now, Caleb Strope might take the championship fight to him next week.
I mean, Lopez is moving up, and he's faster than a lot of the guys in front of him, but he's running out of laps. Like, I mean, the cars behind him are the cars that were wrecked.
Yeah.
So,
well, some of the cars in front of him are the cars that were wrecked. Look at the 80.
Well, yeah, that's true.
But it's hard to pass here. Yes, he has fresher tires than everybody, but I don't think that's going to work at all. Some sort of problem that made him pit. But it's not working out well for him. And in the second last race, you do not want to be, as the points leader, finishing in 26th.
Nope. Ask Jimmy Johnson about that. 2012. Or Denny Hamlin 2010, or... You get the idea.
Nick Sant made a pass.
Wow.
Got past Orioles in this lap, so... Not Orioles,
He's now right behind Anthony Lopez.
So
I mean, not right behind, but he's behind Anthony Lopez.
One wrecked car has passed another wrecked car. At least he's got some points.
Kingster said he tried gifting 10 more subs, but his bank said nah.
Good. Good. They're trying to protect you, sir.
Oh, my.
Back up the order where things are once again a bit of a train.
Choo choo.
All aboard!
But this time, Mitchell Carter's...
The meat bets, that is the Sim Series. Next stop, the Roval. Once we're done in Montreal.
That Roval's going to be a fun one, though.
We retreat to there.
It'll be something.
I don't want to flex too much, but I spent a lot of time on the road.
Oh my god, Kingster.
Thanks for the shrimp biddies.
Is that a King's Taco riding a shrimp?
You'll love to see it.
There's always a
You
big
really
difference.
do. A highlight of my day.
Thanks, Kingster. Jeez, Baker's car is just... These cars
Junk.
without the front end at all is a sight. Stop! Oh my god, Kingster.
He's just gonna keep doing this till the end of the race.
Yep. And we got another race after this one, too.
Uh-huh.
Lopez is still struggling here. He's still behind
Is
DualShock.
that a King's Taco riding a shrimp?
At the front, things are still pretty close between the 59 and the 33. I tell you what, I think this is the only decent run Fitzy's ever had this season. Let me pull up his stats real quick.
Don't jinx it. We've got 2 to go here. There's still time for him to die.
In 12 starts for Fitzy, he has had 5 DNFs, and only 1 top 10. I mean, his average finish is probably one of the worst I've ever seen, considering he's last in points.
DT Winky Face.
Did you just do the stay high? Oh my god. Thanks, Kingster, for the 420. I didn't expect someone to actually redeem it, but there's a 420 thing.
There's an Easter egg.
It's literally just Han saying stay high, and it's up for like half a second.
Oh my gosh. Of course it is.
Thanks, Kingster. But also, stop.
Also, why are you doing this to me?
Speaking of which, some passes happened this lap, believe it or not. 32 of Nathan Chiani got past Jacob Hitz for 17th. Winky got passed by Mountain Dew fan for life. And Anthony Lopez finally got by the 80 of
Is that a
DualShock.
King's Taco riding a shrimp? Last one until next race.
Last one until next race. So
Oh my
Kingster's
God.
going to come back in about an hour.
Stop.
With
But also, thank you. So at the front, still the 14 of Caleb Stroup leading as we're actually coming to the white flag here. Ringo's under attack from the 55. These two have gone back and forth all day long. But it's been an exciting race, I gotta say. And Caleb Stroup had to work for it. Because Mitchell Carter did get a chance. You know, that 2-second gap was closed down to pretty much nothing. But Caleb Stroup was able to hold him off on the restart and hold on to that lead. And he might lead every single lap en route to a win. And I believe he's going to be the first ever amateur league driver to win 2 races. Nobody's done that before.
Nobody has done that before? Good grief.
Yeah, he won Barrie Speedway.
He won what now?
Would want to get busy with the facts.
Whitefish. Your bank wants you to live in a household, Kingster. They want the best for you. We love you, but stop. But I do appreciate it. But also, stop. What are you doing? Buy yourself something nice. Top 5 all pretty well spread out. Actually, Tropical's put a decent run in. He's passed a good number of cars. I mean, he started, where did he start? Tropical started in 10th. So he's made 5 on-track passes, which is honestly a good amount for this race. So a top 5 finish is going to make him pretty darn happy, I'll tell him that much. That's... I mean, he's still way down in the points, but that's a solid day at the races.
Yeah, that's true. No doubt about that.
Take a quick look up through the order. It looks like everyone is well sorted out by the time we're coming to the line here. But Caleb Stroup, in control all day long. The first ever driver to get 2 wins in the SSAL. And he's going to bring the fight, the championship fight, to Anthony Lopez in the finale next week at Autodrome Chaudière. And we're going to have heat racing. It's going to be madness. It's a bull ring short track. We have 34 cars, 2 of them fighting for the championship.
Puts the bull in bull ring, all right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it's going to be really, really interesting. So, for the first time in the Amateur League, I just want to at least take a look at the points, as I think Orioles is going to try and go for a pass here on that 2003 guy. Oh, he thinks better of it, gets back in line. I'm at least going to take a peek at the points. Usually I do this after the Sim Series, but because this is the second to last race, I want to see how we're looking and who is going to be fighting next week for the first ever Sim Series Amateur League Championship. So this was race number 13. Woo! Caleb Stroup wins it by less than a second, believe it or not. Fitzy gets his first good finish. Roger Gregory 4th. Tropical Cyclone behind him. Chisholm family manages to hold on to a 6th place finish, which is amazing considering how slow that car has been all day long.
Seriously.
And let's see if I can find wherever the heck my exports folder is. And I won't be able to show you because I don't have that set up, but I will let you know what the points look like going into the final race of the Amateur League next week, the Chaudière Showdown.
The Chaudière Showdown, yeehaw!
It's in Quebec, sir. Kingster, you're supposed to be done. Stop. I'm gonna ban you.
King's Taco riding the stream.
Yeah, okay. I'll believe that when I see it.
Caleb Stroup and Anthony Lopez are tied in points.
Nice.
Going into the final race, the top 2 in points are tied.
Have you ever?
I'm not even making this up. They both have 1689 points. And Nick Sant is still mathematically in it. So is NJC, DualShock, and that 2003 guy. And Dumbledore. I mean, technically, if everyone wrecks out, so is the Chisholm family in dicing. Wow.
Good.
Whew.
Grief.
It's a showdown. It really is. Between the 14 and the 75. Whoever gets the better finish is going to be the champion. Straight up. No playoffs, no chase, nothing of the sort. It's just going to come down to the final event. 2 drivers tied in points. Kingster, stop. I'm going to end the stream. We're going to go do the other race.
Is that a King's taco riding a shrimp?
All right.
Laughing until crying emoji.
Jesus. We're going to be back in 40 minutes for the Sim series at the Roval. And this was pretty darn fun. I cannot wait for the Roval. Spent a lot of time working on that track. I would say perfecting it, but there are still a few issues. But it's going to be awesome. Thank you so much, Rusty Broussard, for jumping in the booth with us. Jacob Hitz, I'm going to see you very soon anyways, because you're going to be with us for the Roval. And thank you, everyone, for watching. We will be back in 40 minutes. Get yourself a meal, get yourself a hot dog, some food, some drinks, whatever. Because we're going to be back, and we're going to be racing at the Roval. Oh, boy. Mug Ford says, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Kingster, go away. The race is over. Get out of here.